The September 2025 Visa Bulletin arrived quietly, but its message was loud. All movement stopped, freezing green card queues and sparking concern across the immigrant community. For those new to the process, the Visa Bulletin is the U.S. State Department's monthly update on who can move forward with their green card applications based on their priority date. In September, nothing moved. This was a big deal. It's the last month of the government's fiscal year, and the halt signaled that the annual supply of visas was nearly gone. Thousands who were close to the finish line suddenly faced more waiting as the system hit its legal limits. The bulletin's message, "Prepare for a pause." The government's yearly visa supply had run dry, especially in high-demand employment categories. This wasn't a glitch, it was the system working as designed, but for many, it meant more months or years of waiting. The freeze was a stark reminder. U.S. immigration isn't just about qualifications, but also about timing and limited visa numbers. While disappointing, the end of the fiscal year always brings hope. October means a new batch of visas and a chance for long-awaited progress. The community braced for the new fiscal year, hoping for movement. For many, the September Bulletin was a tough lesson in the realities of the U.S. immigration system. The wait was on, again. All eyes turned to October 1st. Why did visa numbers run out in September 2025? It comes down to strict annual limits set by Congress for each visa category and country. For employment-based visas, the cap was 150,037, divided among categories like EB1, EB2, and EB3, and then split by country. High-demand countries like India and China face even longer waits due to per-country caps. Throughout the year, demand stayed high, and by September, the shelves were empty. No more visas could be issued until the next fiscal year. When a category's limit is reached, the State Department declares it unavailable, shutting down approvals until October. This annual shutdown is predictable, but still frustrating, especially for those at the final stage of their journey. For Indian and Chinese applicants in EB2 and EB3, who already wait over a decade, the September halt was another setback. The only comfort: this stop is temporary, and a new supply of visas is just around the corner. The cycle repeats every year, highlighting the deep backlogs in the system. For many, it's a reminder that patience is a necessary part of the process. October 1st, 2025 brought a fresh start. The new fiscal year reset the visa counter, and the October Visa Bulletin delivered long-awaited progress. After months of stagnation, most family and employment-based categories saw significant forward movement, reigniting hope for thousands. The State Department advanced final action dates, sometimes by months or even a year, allowing many to finally apply for their green cards. USCIS also allowed use of the more favorable dates for filing chart, letting people submit applications sooner. For many, seeing their priority date become current was life-changing. Families could plan reunions, and workers could see a path to permanent residency. Some categories, like spouses of green card holders, jumped forward by 17 months, giving families a real reason to celebrate. Embassies and USCIS resumed processing, and the system's gears started turning again. The October reset didn't erase backlogs, but it brought momentum and renewed optimism. For many, it was the signal they'd been waiting for. Progress was finally possible. The October 2025 Visa Bulletin brought major leaps for employment-based applicants, especially from India and China. EB1 China advanced by 5 weeks. EB1 India's filing date jumped a full year to April 2023, a huge win for high-skilled professionals. EB2 India's final action date moved forward 3 months, and its filing date leaped 9 months. EB3 India's filing date advanced over 14 months, opening the door for many to apply. EB2 China's filing date moved up 11 months, and EB3 China also saw progress, offering long-awaited relief. The EB5 investor category for India jumped nearly 15 months, unlocking green cards for many investors. Not all news was good. The EB4 non-minister religious worker program expired, making that category unavailable until Congress acts. This left many religious workers and sponsors in limbo, showing how dependent some pathways are on congressional renewal. For most employment-based applicants, though, October brought long-awaited opportunities. The forward movement was a rare bright spot after years of slow progress. Applicants rushed to prepare filings, knowing these windows can close quickly. The October Bulletin was a reminder. In U.S. immigration, timing is everything. For many, it was finally their turn. October 2025 wasn't just about jobs, it was a breakthrough for families too. The F-2A category for spouses and minor children of green card holders leaped forward 17 months, drastically shortening wait times and reuniting families. The dates for filing chart also advanced, letting even more families start their final applications. Other categories, like F1 and F2B for Mexico, saw jumps of 7 and 8 months, big wins in a system known for slow movement. These changes meant real reunions after years apart, and hope for those still waiting. But progress isn't always steady. By November, F2A saw a slight retrogression, reminding everyone that gains can be temporary. Still, October's advances were a lifeline for many. The Visa Bulletin's impact on families is profound. Every month counts. Late 2025 brought more than just date changes. Policy shifts reshaped the landscape for immigrants. The biggest automatic extensions for employment authorization documents, EADs, ended on October 29th. Now, work permit holders must file renewals early, up to 180 days before expiration, to avoid losing their jobs. Missing the window could mean a devastating lapse in work authorization. New fees arrived too. A $1,000 parole fee for certain approvals, adding to the cost of immigration. Customs and Border Protection expanded biometric data collection, now photographing all foreign travelers, including green card holders, on entry and exit. This move is part of broader security efforts, but it means more scrutiny for travelers. On the upside, the Department of Homeland Security proposed fee cuts for EB-5 investors, potentially saving applicants thousands. These changes make it crucial to stay informed and plan ahead. Administrative updates can have immediate real world impacts. For immigrants, tracking policy is as important as tracking visa dates. With the September freeze, October reset, and new policies, applicants must be more proactive than ever. Monitor the Visa Bulletin monthly. Dates can move forward, stall, or even retrogress. If your priority date is current, act fast. File your application, or start consular processing immediately. Delays can mean missing your window if dates move backward. Gather all documents, financial, civil, medical, so you're ready to file as soon as eligible. For work permit holders, mark your calendar and file EAD renewals early to avoid lapses. Stay alert to policy changes. Fees, biometrics, and program expirations can affect your case at any time. Follow reputable news sources and consult an immigration attorney if needed. The green card journey is a marathon, not a sprint. Organization and vigilance are your best tools. Stay ready. Your opportunity could come at any moment.